Back to Flourish field, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to keep scores for the two users. Okay, now remember this paddle right here is for paddle 1, for user 1, sorry, and then this paddle right here is for user 2. Now how do we keep scores for this user? It's simple. It's just like saying what if the y position of this ball passes this paddle, you give you award a point to user 1. And if this ball passes this paddle right here, you award a point for user 2. Now let's get started. Now how do we achieve that? We go back to the tennis sprite, to tennis sprite, and then we give a condition. Now the condition will be that we go to control and then we select what? If statements. Now, the statement will be what? If the y position, now let's imagine that the y position of this ball is, for example, if the y position is above 40 for the ball right now, let's say 140 actually, 142, and I will press enter. You see, it's passing the ball, it's passing the paddle. Okay, let's make it more, let's say 150. All right, that's it. So that means that what if the y position of this ball is greater than 150, then count 1 point for this user 1. So you're going to come here to operator and say what if greater than. We're using a greater than operator. All right, so we're using the greater than operator. And now this time around, I'm going to say what if y position. You come to motion and then you select what y position. If y position is greater than what, like what we just tested on right there, is greater than 150, then we count a point for this user. Now how do we count the points for the user? We are going to create a variable, just like I did in some videos on this channel about variables. Okay, so we're going to create a variable of scores that will keep changing if the ball actually passes this paddle. So how do we create a variable? We come to variable and then we click on make a variable. And in this case, we're going to be creating two variables. One for user 1 score, and the second one for user 2 score. Remember, a variable is like a container that helps us store data, and then it's not always constant. So now this is user 2. The user 2 is up there, so you put it right there, up there, and this is user 1 is right there. So now we want it to be that, okay, when the first thing we need to also do is to set our variable to 0 whenever we click on the flag. So we're going to set user 1 score to 0 and then set user 2 score to 0. So now after doing that, when y is greater than 140, that is if the y position of this tennis ball is greater than 150, we want it to change user 1 score by 1. Okay, so we're going to do the same for the user 2, but in this case now it's going to be what, let's check for the ball. Let's click on the ball again now. Now if it is what, less than minus 150, let's see. You see, so if it is less than minus 150, remember minus 160 is also less than, let's see, minus 160, because of the negative. Okay, negative sign. Yeah, if it is less than minus 150, so we're going to come here and then change it to what, if it is less than, if what, y position, if y position of the tennis ball. If I'm too fast, just pause the video and then try and get what I'm doing. If y is less than minus 150, then you change the user score to by 1. And then now you need to add this to this code right there inside the forever loop. So this will be able to keep scores for our user. Now we can't just assume that this is working until we test it. So let's test and see. what's going to happen. So if I click on the flag now, and you see, but now it's counting 4 5. There's a logical error behind that. It's counting 4 5. Can you see? It's supposed to be counting what? It's supposed to be counting changing by 1. All right, can you see that? See what happens. All right, so let's try and debug that and see um, the challenge that we are having with the code. So I said in this code, I said the reason I know. Thank God I said it. Now the reason is because when this code actually, that is, if the ball actually passes um, the greater sign 150, it's supposed to come back to the middle to start all over again. All right, so how do we achieve that? We come right there and say, okay, after scoring 1 point, you need to what? Go to the center. So we're going to repeat this step. So let's just drag out this step. We're going to be repeating this step. We just say duplicate. No, we're not duplicating one now. We're duplicating the two of them. So duplicate. Now this is what we need. All right, we need it. We need the point. We need the ball to go back to the center. So we say what? Go to the center and then pick anyone at random. So we're going to do the same for this. All right. All right. So let's see now. So when we start all over again, let's test run it now and see. And then we run our code. It goes to the center and then it starts. Now it's counting 1. Can you see that? It's counting one after the other now. Can you see that? You see? That's 3. But now it's moving in a way that is actually, all right, you see now, it's counting it one after the other now. All right, can you see that? So let me make this go. You see, starting from the middle, but now it's moving so fast. All right, so we're already improving on this game, and I like where we are right now. So all I've just done is to come to this place right there. That after um, adding a point to user one, I want you to go back to the center and then pick um, any point at random. But there's something I didn't tell the ball to do, the tennis ball to do. I didn't tell it to wait. So we need it to wait so that it doesn't move too fast. So that was the challenge I was having. So wait 2 seconds. After you've done that, just wait 2 seconds before you start. We can also do that for the first one actually. That okay, you know what? After coming to the center, that we want it to wait for another 2 seconds. So doing this would actually make our game more realistic. In fact, I want to improve on this code by saying, okay, I want this sprite to always start at what? This position. So I come to motion and I say what? Go to. Now this time I want the X to be 0, but now I want the Y to be what? Minus 140. All right, that's okay. And then this one also, I want my go to go to. I want my X to be 0 and my Y be positive 140. All right, now let's run this again and see how this turns up. So if I click on that now, see everything starts at the center, then it waits for a second. Can you see? Can you see again? So they're ready for this. Can you see that? It goes again. Can you see? So everyone is ready to move the game. So this is an improvement on the game. I won't want to take much of our time right now. So in the next video, we're going to improve on this game. We're already getting that. We're going to improve on this game. What we're going to do actually is to increase the speed. We don't want it to be boring. You know, after touching the paddle, we want the speed to increase and then more challenging. Okay, so we're going to do that in the next video. So please remember to subscribe, tell your friends about this lovely channel, and remember to keep flourishing. Okay, all right, I'll see you in the next video.